What up, man? It's your big brother K-RINO. Let me talk about the world for a second, man. This is what I want to tell to everybody who has placed it in their heart to be freedom fighters, to be somebody who's gonna speak truth to power, who's gonna expose corruption and not care anything about the consequences, not care anything about what you might stand to lose from the very people who gave you what you think you're gonna lose. Um, Once you reach a certain point of breaking that truth down and telling it like it is and squaring these folks off and putting them on blast, um, one of the first things that they'll do, they're gonna just flat out just say you lying. They'll try to, put it out before the world. He's lying. That's not. Those are not truths that he's telling or she's telling, and not taking into account that the people are not stupid. And the people will go back and double check and research and find out things on their own. When they find out that the person who was accused of lying was really telling the truth, now it makes them look at the people who accused the person of lying. It makes them look at them a little bit different. But the second thing they'll do after that, if that doesn't work, they'll play that same famous card for many years back, and that's to present to the world like you crazy. They'll put it out there and make it seem like it's something wrong with you. Or he's weird, and they can literally create circumstances or put together things that show you possibly being different, or they'll twist your words and take them out of context in a way that says, see, this is what he meant. They'll tell other people what you meant according to them. And those who are not smart enough to understand and peep that game, they will jump on that train and be like, oh yeah, man, you throw it off. There's something wrong with him. The slightest little thing. And what they'll normally use your own people against you. We see that a lot with black people. They'll put them in front of TV and have them speaking out against other black people because they want to have an identifiable face saying, yeah, he's crazy, she's crazy. So that way, according to them, according to their thinking, because they think everybody's dumb, that way we'll be at home going, oh, well, a black dude is on TV saying it, so it must be true. We got to be real careful to not fall for that. Once you have checked something out that somebody says or does and that somebody stands on, and you find it yourself to be legit, then that should be the end of the road right there. You shouldn't be falling for any of the little snares and tricks that they would put out, that media would put out, that government would put out on a person to try to discredit them and try to make them seem like they kind of off because they've already been exposed. And especially when you're dealing with somebody who has a history of this type of activity, man, this world is built on deception. It's built on lies, and it's built on suppressing and muzzling any man or woman of truth. Because the world is also, by being built on lies, the one thing that a liar don't want is for somebody to come along and expose the lie. So they got to fight for the preservation of the lie, because the lie keeps them in power. See, so but time is gonna always produce somebody that's gonna not care about their power. That's gonna care about principles. It's gonna care about the truth. And it's gonna care about their people more than anything that this world can offer them. Because that's another thing they do too. I forgot that part. They're gonna always, slide something across the table towards you, and say, "Hey, take that." Just if you do that, you can have that. And the scary part is that it's a lot of us that would do that once they slide across the table and give us whatever it is that they offering us, not understanding that all of those things that they give you, it's just passing, man. That stuff is fleeting, man. And it's not sustainable for the long run, and it puts you in a position where you're gonna be an outcast among your own people because they're gonna throw you away. See, history has taught me, just my naked eye, that no matter how many times I see black people um, cater to this racist establishment, this racist media, these politicians, these racist politicians, no matter how many times we've seen them just bend over backwards and do all of the right things on behalf of them, they always get kicked to the curb. They always get set out with the heavy trash at some point. It always happens. Always happens. And I know they got to be at home going, man, what did I do wrong? I did everything boss asked me to do. I condemned my own people. I did everything and I still got set out on the curb. Yeah, because you are um you're like an old rag, you know. Once they use the rag and the rag gets oil on it, and it's too dirty to be productive anymore. Once we get everything we get out of you, we don't need you no more. So let me slide you on out on the grass. And we don't get that. We think that our loyalty is gonna lead to a seat next to him, some kind of reward, and that we think that is a reward. Um, but nah, it's just you were good for a time, and you helped bump them up. Now I got to get me a new one to help bump me up somewhere else. And once I'm done with you, I'm done with you. So now you turn around and I want to come back home. Home ain't always there, and now you showing yourself to be an enemy to your own people. So I guess I got off track a little bit, but always remember that's the reason why you should always stand on the truth and stand on the facts, regardless of what the situation is, because any connection, any closeness to them, it's gonna get severed anyway. So why would you? First of all, why would you want to even be tied in with the corruption? But second of all, if you are stupid enough to want to tie yourself in, you are twice as stupid because you don't know that they're gonna take some scissors. I ain't gonna show y'all the scissors, and they're gonna cut the string on you. So stand on the truth, even when they say you crazy, even when they call you names, even when they accuse you of labels that don't really apply to you. It's all just a trick to run you off of your spot because you fearing what they might bring down on you. All right, man, it's your big brother K-RINO. You're not crazy unless you turn your back on standing up for the truth. Then you crazy. All right, man. Peace.